We all know about Nestle. They're among the biggest food and beverage companies in the world. We have all eaten some of their products, and why wouldn't we? Not only are they diverse in their product line, but they also ensure amazing quality. But despite this, they continue to be hated. Today we will be talking about the hate Nestle receives daily. Yes, you heard that right, and you're not the only confused person here. The situation perplexes a lot of people. Why would a harmless confectionery company be hated so much? What did they say or do that has caused all of this? Stick around to the end as we answer these questions and delve into the confusion surrounding Nestle. Without further ado, let's begin. Before we talk about the actions of Nestle that have resulted in their current reputation, we will briefly talk about the foundation of the company to better understand all of this hate. So what is Nestle all about? Based in Switzerland, the company is easily one of the biggest food and beverage companies in the world. With a vast array of products ranging from baby food to dairy products and pet foods, they have literally everything. And by everything, I genuinely mean everything. They have around 2,000 brands. Isn't that astonishing? And that is not even the best part, as 30 of their brands have had sales over the 1 billion mark. If that doesn't make it one of the biggest companies out there, I don't know what does. Such impressive figures and valuations are proof that people like Nestle products and buy them continuously. So this begs the question, what's with all the hate? Let's find out. First, we have to consider environmental hazards. Did you know that the Swiss company is the biggest manufacturer of bottled water? Their mineral water lineup is sold globally, which means they make millions of plastic water bottles. Since they are cheap and easily replaceable, people tend to throw them away. Despite the recent efforts for recycling, these bottles creep into landfills and remain there for decades. This is an especially big issue in South Asian countries. Due to the lack of sustainable recycling programs, people just throw these bottles outside, seriously degrading their environment. No wonder people are throwing shade at Nestle. Environmental hazards aren't the only issue with Nestle. More tragically, it has been made public that Nestle's cocoa bean supplier has been caught sourcing their cocoa in areas where child labor, trafficking, and abuse are known to occur. Some people have argued that they are not doing the deed themselves, so why should they be criticized? Well, the fact that they are a billion-dollar company, yet choose to buy from these places more than validates these concerns. Their behavior encourages the system to keep on working and to hire more children to do their work. Don't believe me? Hear it directly from a highly credible voice in labor-related issues, the Fair Labor Association. The association discovered many major infractions of Nestle's supplier code, according to their independent assessment. Additionally, Nestle did not conduct any investigations into child labor and abuse. The main justification offered by Nestle was that everyone does it. This clearly shows that Nestle doesn't care. Whatever happens, they just care about their sales and profits, as buying from these places suits them both logistically and financially. No wonder they are hated so much by so many people. And after these findings, this hate could turn into a fury. We can agree that while Nestle has seriously messed up in major ways, they have always delivered on the food side. They simply have some of the best-selling food products out there. Surely quality control is being strictly checked, right? Well, wrong. They have continuously had issues and even food scandals. Take, for example, the infamous cookie dough scandal of 2009. This occurred due to the possibility of E. coli contamination, a bacterium that can cause illness when it comes into contact with food. More than 50 people in 30 states in the US fell ill from it, with half of them needing hospitalization. Prior to the batch being returned, one woman in particular contracted a deadly infection. And what food caused this? You guessed it, Nestle. But this is nothing compared to what happened in China. Before we head into that story, you should know about melamine, which many knockoffs or fake products contain, as they raise the protein content of the food. making it more appealing. But due to its severe effects after consumption, it's been strictly banned. This product is so dangerous that it can even lead to death. But that didn't stop Nestle. Despite being a top-notch brand, despite having popularity in sales, they chose to use melamine. This resulted in more than 800 individuals hospitalized and sadly, 6 infants passed away. It's actually demonic that despite having a decent market share, Nestle was willing to go that route just to attain a little more popularity over the loaded popularity they already had. Now, the scandal of 2008 seems to have knocked some sense into Nestle, and it appears that they made changes to avoid another tragedy. This was mostly due to the intervention of the Taiwan Health Authority, who detected the melamine traces. This resulted in many countries all over the world getting involved and Nestle suffering both in terms of popularity and stock price. It's no wonder that they have kept their nose clean of melamine. The next issue with Nestle I'm going to talk about isn't just limited to them, but applies to most large-scale businesses. Usually, when popularity and size reach a certain level, businesses forgo their responsibility in protecting the environment in their search for even more revenue. And the same goes for Nestle. Over the last several decades, the company has repeatedly broken several environmental laws and continues to do so as it can afford to simply pay the charges and consequences that come with them. We have talked about so many problems with Nestle and the fact that it is hated. But this next one is so surprising that you won't even see it coming. The next is greed. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Nestle has shown that it can stoop even further. When it asked for the repayment of a loan it had lent to the nation of Ethiopia. You could say that there is nothing wrong in demanding what is yours, right? But you'd be forgetting that at the time, Ethiopia was ridden with disasters, famine, and poverty, and it was truly financially weak. To pay back the loan was simply out of the question, and the loan was a measly $6 million. Compared to the billions Nestle makes each year, they shouldn't have been concerned about it, but they were. Nestle also has a wide range of unhealthy foods. You might think that Nestle is affiliated with healthy brands, and they are. This was an ingenious marketing strategy started by Nestle. They even market a lot of their products as if they are the healthiest on the market, even though they are not. Take breakfast cereal as an example. I'm sure you've seen how Nestle advertises their cereals to be healthy. Well, studies have shown that 7 of the top 15 morning bowls of cereal have the most sugar, fat, and salt, and they were manufactured by Nestle. This isn't even marketing, it's downright lying. Finally, I want to talk about an old incident that set the bar for any future disappointments from Nestle. Back in the 1990s, breastfeeding was a very common thing in rural areas, as there wasn't enough clean water available. But in came Nestle, aggressively campaigning for their baby powder formula, saying it was better than breastfeeding after a certain age. This resulted in many rural families using it. Now, these people were mostly illiterate, not knowing their water was dirty, nor did they understand the need to use clean water with their baby formula. Many children were exposed to dirty drinking water, and the death toll started to rise. Nestle once again showed that it will do anything to market themselves just for the sake of some extra profit. I hope Nestle stops this dehumanizing form of running its operations. They need to be empathetic towards the people they serve and employ. Only then will they earn the respect they need. I hope this answers your questions and helps you understand the hate Nestle receives. I think we've covered everything, but if you have more questions, let me know in the comments below. We value the feedback of our amazing subscribers. That's it. I hope you liked and enjoyed the video. Please let me know by pressing the like button, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for future notifications. Until then, take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys on the next one.